Today we'll talk about some important systems that have been created for the mod, which weren't present in the old version. First of all, melee combat has recently been reworked. Unfortunately, some things are still hard-coded into the engine, so it's not always possible to achieve proper unit behavior, and there are also new bugs specific to Gates of Hell. However, visually it will look much better thanks to a long-standing idea of mine. Instead of manual animation, I'm using motion capture. This has already allowed me to record many animations and integrate them into the game, and I plan to rely on this approach going forward. Right now, there are already over 100 new attack animations for different types of weapons. Rifle butts, bayonets, sabers, axes, and even pistol grips can be used in combat. The damage balance is also being adjusted, so fights don't end in 2 seconds like before. So overall, the system should be more advanced, although not without bugs, since I can't change everything due to engine limitations. Another important aspect is the damage system itself. A dedicated damage system has been integrated directly into the skin system. It's not focused on gore or excessive realism, but it's still quite impactful visually. Units on the battlefield will no longer look clean and untouched. They now display visible damage, and when they take heavier hits, their appearance changes further. This creates a more dynamic and believable battlefield atmosphere, where the passage of combat is reflected visually on the soldiers themselves. Each unit has a large number of texture variations. Some of them are purely visual, designed to add variety to appearance, while others are tied to specific conditions such as climate, wetness, blood, and overall damage. What's also important is that these damage variations are implemented in a way that avoids the need for thousands of separate texture files. Instead, the system is optimized so that it builds on existing variations, allowing for a wide range of visual outcomes without significantly increasing performance cost. This was something that simply wasn't feasible in earlier versions of the mod, but now it's possible, even if it required some unconventional solutions. Overall, the goal here is to move away from the clean battlefield look and towards something more organic and alive. Even without stage scenarios, regular gameplay can now produce scenes that feel much more natural and visually interesting. This is especially noticeable when looking at larger engagements, where variation between units becomes more apparent over time. As for development in general, I'm continuing to work extensively on the port. A lot of time goes into implementing systems like this, testing them, and making sure they work together properly. Because of that, I don't always have enough time to share updates as often as I'd like. Most of my time is spent actually creating content rather than writing about it. That said, I do understand that people are interested in the development process, so I'll try to share more updates when possible. Even small showcases or explanations can help give a better idea of what's being worked on behind the scenes. Thank you for your attention, and I really appreciate all the support. It genuinely helps keep the project going. A special thanks to Woolies on Patreon. Your support means a lot to me and makes a real difference.